Immune Memory and the Coronavirus, Part 3. Why do immune systems forget? Recovering from an infection or receiving a vaccine provides us with an immunity to that disease. But how long the protection lasts varies a lot, from illness to illness. Some diseases evade the immune system. Others find a way to hide and emerge later. Some provide long-lasting immunity, whereas others can reinfect repeatedly. Similarly with vaccines, protection from a single MMR inoculation can last a lifetime. But we need flu vaccines every year. So why exactly do our immune systems forget? Understanding immune protection in COVID-19 is critical to help prevent or manage further waves of the virus. So where exactly does SARS-CoV-2 fit in this spectrum of responses? In the previous videos, we looked at how T and B cells can turn into longer-lived memory cells, which are reactivated if a person gets reinfected with the same pathogen. This secondary immune response is quicker and more effective than the first. Vaccines take advantage of this and provide us with a memory of an illness before we are exposed to it fully. This can stop us from becoming ill, and ideally also from infecting other people. There are three main reasons why immune systems can appear to forget. All immune memories fade over time. Some people's immune systems struggle to make memories at all, and some viruses can trick immune memories entirely. All viruses mutate their genetic code, a bit like we make mistakes when typing, and some, like influenza, can swap whole segments of its genetic code with other viruses. This tricks the immune memory. Even with a perfect immune memory from last year's flu infection or vaccine, the T and B cells aren't always able to recognize the virus, resulting in a bad flu season. SARS-CoV-2 doesn't appear to have this property like flu. Indeed, like other members of the coronavirus family, it also appears to mutate relatively slowly. This is good news for vaccine development and protection after infection, because a lasting protective immune memory formed should then remain useful. The effectiveness of an individual's immune system plays a key role in the ability to form an immune memory. As a person ages, the activity, diversity, and lifespan of their T and B cells diminishes in a process called immunosenescence. Many elderly people also have a higher background level of inflammation, called inflammaging. In severe COVID-19, this excessive damaging innate immune response might prevent the formation of an effective immune memory. Immunocompromised people, those with immune systems that are not fully functional, may also be unable to mount an effective primary response or memory to infection or vaccination. We can best protect these people by stopping the virus from spreading. Antibodies produced in vaccinated people can stop the virus from entering their cells and replicating. This can prevent severe disease, and hopefully also prevent them spreading the infection. Long-term protection is achieved when a large proportion of the healthy population has formed protective immune memory, and this is known as herd immunity. How much of the population needs to be immune for effective herd immunity depends on the infectivity of the virus, but it has been achieved in response to a number of effective vaccines, eradicating some diseases globally. Even in the case of a virus that the immune system has learned to recognize, and a healthy immune system, immune protection fades over time. This is because the cells which protect us have a finite lifetime. They cannot replicate forever. As explained in the previous video, some T and B cells remain active, while others change into memory cells. Active T cells die very quickly, a few days after replicating. Active antibody-producing B cells don't last much longer, leading to a drop in antibody levels in a few weeks or months after the infection is cleared. Some find a home in the bone marrow, where instructions encourage them to live for much longer. These can provide protective antibodies for decades. Memory B and T cells seem to persist for most of our lives and can be reactivated by seeing the infection again. But how long this immune memory lasts varies with different infections, vaccines, and in different people. Immunologists don't fully understand what defines these variations, but it can depend on the duration and strength of the illness or the immunization program. To avoid damaging disease and provide long-term protection, it's important to strike a balance between cells which are active at the time of infection and cells which provide a memory for the future. Understanding this for a new disease is essential for strategies to treat and prevent it. Diseases caused by some coronaviruses, like SARS and MERS, result in detectable levels of neutralizing antibodies anywhere from 2 to 12 years after infection. However, protection from other mild common cold coronaviruses doesn't last nearly as long. COVID-19 is such a new disease that immunologists are still at the early stages of learning how effective the immune response generated to infection or vaccination is. What are the most important parts of that response? How long immune memory lasts in people with no underlying health conditions? And how age and other factors influence the immune system's capacity to remember. Only with time and medical research will the answers to these questions be found. In this short video, we've learned about the reasons why immune memory lasts longer in some cases than in others. The immune memory can fade through cell death or can be evaded altogether by some viruses, which mutate rapidly. In some people, the immune system itself is compromised and protection may only be achieved through herd immunity. If you would like to learn more about compromised immune systems, the role of individual immune cells, or how immunologists make vaccines effective, please use the links below. This video is part of a collaboration between the Centre for Inflammation Research at the University of Edinburgh and the British Society for Immunology. Thank you for watching.